Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for December 26, 2017. For your Tuesday, we're going to have temperatures that are going to be colder than they were yesterday by a few degrees, except the winds are going to be dying down from what we saw yesterday. So it's going to balance out a little bit. But in all actuality, today is going to be the warmest day of this upcoming week, and luckily well beyond that. It's going to sound crazy because most areas are not going to get above the 30-degree mark, or actually will stay in the 20s for highs today. It might be upper 20s, but 20s nonetheless. And then if you get down here by Philadelphia and points southeast, you could get slightly above 30 degrees, but not by much. But this will be the warmest day, certainly this week, and likely much of next week as well. It's going to be very cold for the foreseeable future, and we're really going to start feeling that tomorrow. You see this really strong high pressure, 1,045 millibars is what this is projected. It's a very strong high. This one making its way eastward, and that is going to give us, in part, some of these colder temperatures that are going to be setting up over the eastern United States. Very cold temperatures going forward here, and then we get into. So let's look at Wednesday. We'll be partly mostly sunny day with some spots in the far northern tier here that could get into a few flurries, and that's about it, but not a real big deal. We get a Wednesday, pretty much the same forecast, except we will be colder. Again, we're going to take off about 4 or 5 degrees from what we were today, so even colder on Wednesday, and that continues here on Thursday. Both days should be mostly sunny. Here's that high finally making its way over the Ohio Valley by the time we get to Thursday. Now, by the time we get to the end of the week, we're going to have a little bit of an issue here with the system. It's a fast-moving northern stream system that's cutting down here. This is the one that a couple days ago, several models were projecting this to be a really big storm along the coast. That is still on the table. And we won't know for sure until the energy comes on shore tonight or early Wednesday. And once that comes on shore, the models will be able to sample this a little bit better, get a better idea of where it's going to go from here. There's still some timing and amounts differences between the GFS and European model, at least of the most recent runs, where the GFS is suggesting something very, very weak. European model is a little bit more enthused that once it hits the coast, it kind of blows up, and then we get a modest snowfall, and that would be on Saturday. Now, there's also a difference in timing. GFS is saying Friday morning into early afternoon, and the European model is saying it's going to be more like during the day here on Saturday. So, a lot of things to sort out yet. Not just what kind of storm we're dealing with, but also the amounts we're dealing with and the timing of said storm. So here's a little piece of energy moving down here on Friday, and you can see that here. It's not really too big of a deal, the first wave. That's the one the GFS is focusing on and giving us just maybe a little bit of light snow, and that's it. I really don't see too much here on Friday from that. But then you see this trailing piece, and that's this one right here. Now remember, it's going to be very cold this entire week, so there's not the accumulating snow, no matter what time of day it comes in or night or whatever, doesn't make a difference. It's going to stick everywhere, and we won't have an issue with that sticking anywhere. And we also have very fluffy snow coming in at that too. So, but here's a look at Saturday morning on the European model, and you can see an area low pressure moving through the eastern Great Lakes and the Ohio Valley. And it's actually going to hit the coast and give a moderate, here you can see a modest snowfall, maybe 1 to 3, 2 to 4, okay, across much of our coverage area. Not a huge storm. This isn't a big, blizzard or anything like that, but it does develop offshore a little bit too late, and so therefore we don't get into the heavier snows. Again, this is still on the table. We've seen these solutions over the past couple of days show one thing or another, and nothing at all is still on the table. That's a possibility also, but we are going to keep at least a moderate chance of snowfall, snow or snow showers in the forecast both Friday and Saturday until we figure out timing and exact kind of system we're dealing with. But it does look like it's going to remain cold and reinforced cold for the new year. Behind this, it does turn to partly to mostly sunny skies, however. So we should have a dry holiday as we get into the actual New Year's holiday, but it's going to be very, very cold. And that's going to continue on through the entire 7-day period, and likely beyond that. It looks like it's going to stay cold like this until at least the 5th of January. Then we start to moderate slightly after that, back to maybe near freezing again, instead of being well below in the 20s and teens. So very cold temperatures are going to be the theme coming up. We're going to watch that system at the end of the week and see what it does. And we'll know a little bit better hopefully tomorrow, because we'll have the energy on shore and it can be properly sampled by the models, and we can kind of come to an agreement what kind of storm we're dealing with and what timing we're dealing with. So keep Friday and Saturday in the back of your mind for right now for something, which could be anything from a minor event to at least a moderate event, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martich. That is your outlook for December 26, 2017. Have a great Tuesday.